Well, hey, you must be looking for a good time. Well, you found it here at Designated Wake Sports. We actually have the location, the staff, and the equipment to make sure you have an epic day out here on Big Bear Lake. So come along, let me show you what we got. We have a huge fleet of SEADOO GTXs that you can use on Big Bear Lake at your leisure. We have all the safety equipment that you're gonna need to make sure that your epic day on Big Bear Lake is also a safe day on Big Bear Lake. So let me walk you through the process of renting one of these SEADOOs here with us at Designated Wake Sports. Designated Wake Sports is the top activity that you can do at Big Bear Lake. And we're also located here at the top marina. Did you know we're located here at Pleasure Point Marina? So when you arrive here at Pleasure Point Marina, you're gonna park in the parking lot. Don't even worry about checking in that big building there. You guys are coming to Designated Wake Sports. So you can go right past that building, down to the boat docks, right past our boat shop, and all the way over to the Designated Wake Sports office. Now, I know it's a long walk, but it's worth it. Once you arrive here at the Designated Wake Sports office, one of our staff will greet you and help you with any of the documentation, paperwork, or any information that you need.
Hello, welcome to Designated Wake Sports. You ready to have a good time?
Oh, you know I am.
All right, let's do this. Okay, so you're ready to go?
Awesome. Well, we've checked in, so now they're gonna email us a link or text us a link to the waiver. We'll fill out our waiver, and then we'll be ready to hit the water. Let's go. Now that we're all checked in, it's time for the important stuff, and that's the safety stuff. So one of our staff is gonna get you sized up in a life jacket.
Here you go, sir. Looks like you could use a XX.
Thanks. So now that I've zipped and buckled my life jacket, I'm ready to get an instructional. So I just got done watching the safety video, and I feel like there were some key pieces of information that I wanted to remember while I'm out there on the lake, and I'm gonna share those with you. It's very important to stay at least 100 feet away from any and all other vessels on the water. This is including your friends that you are out there on the water with. To avoid damaging the SEADOOs, we do not want to dock the SEADOOs at any location except for here at the Designated Wake Sports facility. This includes other docks, beaching the SEADOOs, or pulling up to the portable restrooms on the lake. This especially means no tying up to any other vessel on the lake. We are gonna stay at least 300 feet away from any boat on the water that is displaying a flag. An orange flag means that they're gonna have a wakeboarder, water skier, wake surfer, or tuber in the water, so we wanna stay away from them. A white flag means that person is fishing, and that person could have a fishing line dragging behind that boat. And the last thing I wanna do is get a fishing hook in my arm. We have to stay at least 200 feet away from shore, and that's anywhere on the lake at least 200 feet away from shore. All SEADOOs have a max capacity of 3 passengers or 400 pounds. Now remember, the more weight on the SEADOO, the more unstable it's gonna be. Now it's very important that we avoid any obstacles or debris on the water. This includes, probably most important, lake weed. The speed limit on the lake is 35 miles per hour. So I'm feeling pretty confident here. Coleman has given me some great information. He's told me about safety, and he's told me how to operate the SEADOO, not to mention how to operate on the lake safely. So I'm gonna go through some operating procedures with you guys, and Coleman's here to tell me if I do anything wrong. So first I'm gonna hook up my safety kill switch right here, just like that, hook it on my life jacket, and I'm gonna put it on the SEADOO key post. Cool. Now I have this red button here. This red button here is the start switch and the stop switch. So Coleman's told me if I hit this button and the SEADOO starts, I'm gonna be moving. So I don't wanna move yet. I'm gonna wait until I wanna get going. And once I wanna get going, I'm gonna push that start button. When I wanna stop, I just hit the stop button. If I get a little nervous at some point and I wanna stop, I could also just pull the safety kill switch. So it looks like these SEADOOs are super easy to operate. We have the start stop button here with the left thumb, and then we have the throttle here with the right finger. Now, we can adjust our speed on the SEADOOs with whatever we're comfortable with. If I wanna go nice and slow, I don't even have to hit any gas at all. If I wanna go kind of fast, give it a little bit of gas. And if I wanna let it rip, I just pull it down full, all the way down. So I think I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna let it rip. Now, in the rare event that your SEADOO does capsize, it's real important to get it flipped over as soon as possible. So what you want to do is you want to swim up to the machine, you're gonna reach up and grab the center intake grate, climb up on the side, and simply pull it over. Now you see, I pulled it over in a clockwise direction, and that'll be the easiest way to board the SEADOO. Once you flip it back up, you can lower the back, climb right back up, and continue on. Now, remember, these SEADOOs are not meant to run upside down or float upside down. So if you do flip over, you want to make sure you have that SEADOO flipped over as soon as possible. I'm talking immediately. Once you flip it back over, let everything rest a little bit, let all the oil go back to the bottom of the motor, and then bring it back to us so we can make sure you get out there on a machine that's going to be safe on the water and running properly. So Coleman's done an amazing job at making sure I'm 100% comfortable operating this vehicle and 100% comfortable operating the controls. But there's a lot of rules and regulations that pertain to the water and to Big Bear Lake. So we recommend that anybody operating a PWC or a boat on Big Bear Lake be familiar with the ABCs of boating and waterways. You can get those at any marina or at the Big Bear Municipal Water District, and get familiar with those rules on the lake. We also have some rules that we use just here at Designated Wake Sports, and we're gonna get you familiar with those right now. We all just want to jump on this thing and rip right here out of the dock, but guys, these docks are all in a no wake zone. If the boats were making big wakes and people were just ripping around out here, you can imagine how unsafe that would be and how much damage would happen to all these other boats in the area. So I'm ready to go. We're gonna push off the dock, make sure everything's clear in front of me. I'm gonna start up my SEADOO, and I'm gonna idle all the way out to the 5-mile-an-hour buoy. The ride out to the 5-mile-an-hour buoys feels like it takes forever, but guys, it's only a couple minutes. Now, these 5-mile-an-hour buoys surround the entire lake. They actually do a perimeter around the entire lake, and they're just 100 to 200 feet offshore. So while you're out on the SEADOO, if you stay on the main body of water and don't go inside the 5-mile-an-hour buoy, you guys will not be going too close to shore. Coleman over there at Designated Wake Sports just told me that it's real important that we stay over 200 feet away from shore the entire time. 200 feet. I'm just out here at the observatory, ducking around a little bit. Well, the guys at the Designated Wake Sports, they told me, don't go farther east than the observatory. If I go farther east, we're gonna get shallower water, probably a little bit more debris in the water. And if something happens to me while I'm out here, they won't be able to find me. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stop here at the observatory, and then I'm gonna make my way back to Designated Wake Sports. Now we also want to avoid any red buoys like this. These are hazard buoys. They're marking underwater hazards. It could be a pipe, a rock, a sunken battleship. You don't know, but it could be underwater right there and you can't see it. I was also informed that we are required to have some safety equipment on these SEADOOs. So Coleman showed me how to push this button right here, open this up. We've got a fire extinguisher here and any other safety equipment that we're gonna need in our SEADOOs on our possession at all time. That way, if there's an emergency on the water, we're ready to handle it. Now, I'm pretty comfortable with all the operating of the SEADOO. I'm pretty comfortable with all the safety stuff, but what am I gonna do when I get back? How am I gonna get off this thing? How am I gonna dock it? Well, the staff here has showed me, I'm gonna pull right in here. I'm gonna go nice and slow from the 5-mile-an-hour buoys all the way to our dock. And they have this giant, almost catcher's mitt for the SEADOOs out here. So we're gonna pull right in here. We turn the SEADOO off and the DWS staff will be here to greet us. Man, that was awesome. Thank you, Coleman.
No problem. Don't forget the key.
Oh, I think I wanted to take the SEADOO home with me. So our goal here at Designated Wake Sports is to make sure that you have an epic, safe day. Nothing ruins an epic day like someone getting hurt or injured, or you having unexpected expenses due to damages caused by some negligent driving. So remember, stay safe, follow the rules and instructions. If there's anything that didn't make sense, if there's anything that you didn't quite catch, watch this video again. And most important thing, have a good time.